Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
Warriors leading by 22. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Ilyasova and Sanders in the middle. Knight and Mayo man the backcourt. And it's Parker in at the small forward position. Now here's Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lee. Bogut trying to get open. And it's Lee that time on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. The Bucks shooting 47%, pretty solid. 11 feet away, nobody near Parker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Sensational pass. Even in mid-shot, he still saw the open man.
Golden State's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Curry. Thompson, left side. Fader on the way, and that is good. Thompson's got 20.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
Curry against Knight. Mayo with a screen on Curry. Knight kicks to Mayo. Ilyasova sets a screen for Mayo. Shot clock at 6. Right side, Mayo. And another basket for Milwaukee. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Curry kicks to Thompson. Lee, a screen on Mayo. Free throw line jump shot. And Klay Thompson again. 22 points for him.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Sanders sets the screen for Knight. Sanders with a screen on Curry. And here's Mayo from beyond the arc. Mayo missing again.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yeah, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, interestingly, guys, Stephen Curry got angry last season when the GMs of the league ranked him the 3rd best shooting guard in the NBA. He said, "I've heard people ever since high school saying, quote, I'm too small. I can't play point guard. Now I'm not a true point guard? Well, I'm certainly not a stereotypical pass first point guard, but the way I can run the show will manifest itself." Kevin?
The great ones always find that motivation. Thanks, Doris.
And they made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Timeout called the Warriors. Warriors leading by 21.
The Milwaukee Bucks are a team that's tried season after season, year after year, particularly recently, to put the best team
they could manage on the floor. Unfortunately, that type of approach has kind of left them in no man's land. Not good enough to compete for a title, not quite bad enough to draft a potential superstar.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Early on last year, the Warriors showed that they were going to be a team to make the postseason in the West. Couldn't get the home court advantage, though, and that kind of hurt them.
Yeah, it did. And as dangerous as their team is in the playoffs with the shooting ability they have, they're much better if they could have gotten that extra game at Oracle Arena.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He told them they should be dedicating themselves to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got from now on, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. The other thing he discussed with them was that they should be forceful with the ball. He said if they see a gap in the defense, they should go straight to the bucket. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris.
That extra game would matter in the end. Last postseason, the Warriors lost to the Clippers in a back-and-forth Game 7.
And Thompson kicks to Bogut.
Tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And that one's good. Parker.
Well, the Warriors expected and hoped to go farther than the first round of the playoffs, but you have to give them a lot of credit for playing the Clippers as tough as they did, considering they were down multiple centers during that series.
Here's Thompson. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Mayo dishing to Ilyasova. Mayo into the lane. Thompson with the rebound.
Great closeout there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
Curry kicks to Bogut. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
Now, here is Knight. Outside Mayo. Well, the Bucks last season with one of the worst records, guys, in the NBA, almost despite themselves.
Yeah, a rare high draft pick for a team that's never shown much appetite for rebuilding. Now they find themselves with some gifted young talent.
Well, the question for the Bucks is this. I mean, will they feature those young players and then, in turn, by doing that, maximize their development? This has been a team that's been stuck on the treadmill of mediocrity for decades now, it seems. A chance presenting itself to go young and build something special. Will they have the patience and foresight and fortitude to do that? We'll see. I think they do, though. I think they'll be able to stay the course.
And both free throws good for O.J. Mayo.
Yeah, the Bucks have locked themselves in with some veteran contracts. So I'll be interested to see how they balance minutes. Do you go young and look ahead, or do you put your best talent on the floor? Not an easy call.
Now here's Lee. 10 points for him. Iguodala outside. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson for the triple. The offensive rebound and the jam by David Lee.
Well, the big fella's showing us a little explosiveness for a change.
Well, maybe Clark is working on his dunk skills because he looked perfectly at home right there.
Now, sometimes he can clang those, so glad to see him get that one down.
Curry with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Lets it go from 14, and it's Golden State with another.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Outside Mayo. Kicks it to Knight. Ilyasova, a screen on Curry. Knight passes to Ilyasova. Knight against Curry. Kept alive. Sanders. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Now, they'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can get, guys.
Kendall Marshall's checked in for the Bucks. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire. Larry Sanders, mostly an at-the-rim finisher to this point in his career. He can complete plays off pick and rolls. His explosiveness, his length, I think really allows him to throw it down over the top of defenders.
Here is Knight after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Knight kicks to Marshall. Back to Knight, in low to Sanders. Out to Parker. Passes it to Knight. Back to Parker. And the pass to Marshall. Dishes to Knight. Sanders with a screen on Thompson. Parker outside. Fires the three. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Now here's Curry. 14 points for him. Marshall with the steal. He kicks to Parker. And he banks in the layup. Parker's got 12 points in just the second half.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Here's Lee. Curry, a screen on Ilyasova. Lee outside. He dishes it to Iguodala. Lets it go with a three. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Iguodala. Thompson's got 9 points in the quarter. Bucks have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Now, here's Marshall. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Knight dishes to Ilyasova. Knocks it loose. Lee with the steal. Parker against Iguodala. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Knight on the wing. The feed now to Marshall. Pass to Parker. Goes back up. Sanders' shot is off.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Lee passes to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 29.
That kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Milwaukee's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Parker. Looking to end the run. Sanders' shot is good. Sanders has got 10 points in the game.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Lee sets a screen for Curry. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, what a nice third-quarter surge they've got going on right now.
You know, Steve, never a better time than the third quarter in my mind to get the momentum going your way.
Now here's Sanders. He's got 10. And Marshall kicks to Parker. Iguodala with the steal. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. And that one's good. And that's 19 points for Steph Curry.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Now, here is Knight. Into Ilyasova. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Ilyasova's got 8 points.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Thompson sets the pick for Lee. From downtown, the shot by Curry, no good.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Parker outside. Sanders with a screen on Lee. Parker's shot is off. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. It's Curry with the drive. Pass to Iguodala. Back to Curry. Parker against Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Ilyasova sets a screen for Knight. There's the dish to Ilyasova. Back to Knight. 27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Can't hit the free throw line jump. And Curry, here we go. Lee outside. From deep, Iguodala. Hook shot on the way. Rebounded by the Bucks. Knight for 3. No good on that last second attempt there. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Warriors ahead as they end the third quarter on a 14-4 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. Livingston is out there with Rush, and it's Spates in at the 5, patrolling the paint. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here is Bayless. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. Here's Pachulia. Good. Pachulia's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Milwaukee.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Green, the screen. Rush dishes to Barnes. Here's Spates. And here is Barnes. Second chance shot. And Spates gets it to go.
He's enjoying himself today, guys. We knew going in that he'd have the upper hand on the glass, but I didn't think it would make this much of a difference.
And Walters kicks to Bayless. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Off target at the rim. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Here's Barnes. Now Rush. Wants to get it to Spates and does. There's Green with the 3, and the shot is good.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass on.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Of course, they have to stay hot, but if they do, I think you're right, Clark, particularly if they can convert defense into offense.
Here's Barnes, following the 3 by Milwaukee. Golden State moving it around. Just 4 to shoot. Green kicks to Livingston. The 15-footer, and Green with the basket on the assist by Livingston. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Bayless the pass to Middleton. Antetokounmpo kicks to Bayless. Out left to the wing. Here's Walters. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nate Walters with an impressive rookie season for a second-round pick. Started about half of the season for the Bucks, and I thought played with great composure, especially for a young player.
And Walters, a low-mistake rookie, took care of the ball and set up his teammates.
You know, he focused really on making the simple play, and that's a good lesson for young players to learn. You're trying to find your way into the league. When you get opportunities, contribute and don't make mistakes.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
Not so long ago, this Golden State Warriors franchise was in disarray, and boy, what a reversal it's been over the last few seasons. Excellent chemistry, and it seems they have a real culture that players want to be a part of.
Here is Bayless, the dive for the ball. Rush with the steal. He feeds it to Spates, kicks it to Barnes. Here is Livingston. Over to the wing. Spates sets a screen. Barnes with it. Goes up against Pachulia. Baseline try. Barnes can't get it to go. And for the Warriors, that chemistry and culture of hard work really starts in the summers. You know, Steve, almost all the players coming in early to work together.
Well, that's how you get better. I mean, you really improve in the summer in this league with the work you put in. And, you know, a lot of the Warriors players stick around the Bay Area and work every day. That's the kind of commitment it takes.
Livingston dishes to Spates. Livingston kicks to Green. In low to Spates. Plays it up and banks it in. Spates has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Here is Bayless. Takes the 3, and he gets it to go.
The defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Here is Livingston.
You know, sports medicine, really a key part to keeping NBA players on the court. It's getting so advanced, as are most things when it comes to performance and performance enhancement. But I read recently that they've discovered a new knee ligament. You'd think they'd have it all mapped out by now, but apparently not. They continue to make new discoveries.
Here's Walters. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. There's the pick. Walters passes to Bayless. The tray. Here's Pachulia. A second chance effort and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Maurice Spates. And you look at the players around the league who have dealt with serious injuries over their careers and then, Steve, been able to return. Such a great boost to the league.
Yeah, no doubt, especially injuries that would be career-ending. Now players can often return to near 100%. You know, you never want to go under the knife, but if it's that or hang them up for good, the choice is easy.
And Pachulia drops them both. Milwaukee had a tough time last year with pretty much everyone, Clark, and they really struggled against the West, as you might expect.
Yeah, well, they struggled against everybody because, again, this is a team in serious rebuild mode, young and not overly talented. That's a recipe for not being able to win many games, East or West time.
And Green gets it to go.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Feeds it to Middleton. They set the pick. And it's Bayless in the corner. To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Green. Now Rush. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 5 assists in the game. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
Only 3 wins for the Bucks against the West last season. Wow, they got shut out entirely by the Southwest Division.
Pachulia. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in.
They have a little extra mojo going here, a little extra pep in their step, more hustle in this second half. They're doing a much better job in terms of second chance points.
Here is Livingston. Here's Rush. Spates sets a screen, and Rush kicks to Barnes. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
Well, it's plays like that, hustle plays on the glass, and then staying with it, being active. It really caused some problems for that defense.
Well, the Bucks weren't the first team from the East to get beaten up by the West in really a down year in the Eastern Conference, and they won't be the last team to suffer that same fate. It's not surprising that that's how it played out.
Here is Livingston.
Well, I never got to compete in a dunk contest, but I've seen more than a few at All-Star Weekend. It's just amazing what players today can do in the air. And still, I think my favorite dunker of all time was Julius Erving. Watching him in transition was just a thing of beauty.
Just 5 to shoot. A 3 from Barnes. They grabbed their own miss.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Middleton dishes to Walters. Passes it to Bayless. Fires the 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. Clark dunks are becoming increasingly more complex, whether they're in game or during events.
Well, the athleticism of the players is just off the charts over the last 2+ decades. So just about everybody, no matter what their size, when you look at NBA guys, can throw it down. And, you know, Steve mentioned his favorite dunker. Mine would have to be probably Dominique Wilkins. His two-handed double clutch, sideways tilt throwdowns would have to be up there as well.
Well, they've been, you know, Michael Jordan, Vince Carter.
Oh, yeah,
my gosh, you can go on and on. There's some
sure could.
Acrobatic guys, high flyers for sure. And so it's Milwaukee now. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Now, here's Green. To the wing on the left. That's a 2 from Barnes. Tries again. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the pass to Walters.
Well, I think the NBA is in a great place with all the young talent in the league right now. We see players coming in not just with potential, but a willingness to learn and work. Really impressive to see.
And good on the basket. Book it.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Right side, Green. Barnes sets a screen for Green. Ripped away. Here's Walters. Here's Middleton. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter. And for NBA players nowadays, just playing in the offseason isn't enough. They're conditioning, working on their bodies, as well as their skills. It is a 12-month-a-year job.
And that's partly driven by the fact that you can make so much money if you are in the NBA and you take care of yourself and you're able to play for a while. So you're seeing all of the world-class training facilities and guys being much more in tune to their bodies and trying to prolong their lucrative careers.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter, and just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
There's a good screen. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Chris Middleton in his second NBA season starting for the Milwaukee Bucks and providing some much-needed perimeter shooting. The former 39th overall pick in 2012 showing he belongs in the NBA.
Middleton making the adjustment to NBA three-point range in year 2.
Yeah, and that was vital for him, Kevin, because he needed to stretch his range out. He's a smooth offensive player, and he's able to go off the dribble with a nice pull-up, but hasn't developed as a finisher inside, so that three-point shot's important for him. Well, you know, Chris Middleton, an isolation scorer back at Texas A&M during his college days, now is becoming more of an off-the-ball scorer. Got a solid mid-range game and getting it done inside and out.
That one misses. And Middleton, not an elite athlete, a little tougher creating his own shot perhaps at the NBA level.
Yeah, but it's 6'8" with that nice high release, great touch. I think he has some versatility in that regard, but it's all about efficiency. And with time, he may look to be more aggressive.
Here is Livingston. Here's Green. Rebound by Marshall.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with them.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the three by Milwaukee. Green left side. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
Here is Bayless. Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. 17 seconds left in the game. Here is Livingston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
Well, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Klay.